Good morning, Dr. Phil here. Today I'll be sharing strategies to study effectively. I've been using these strategies for more than a decade. They have helped me survive medical school and are currently very useful for my postgraduate studies. Define one's motivation to study. Start with the why, then move on with the how. Aim to be intentional rather than serendipitous. Be proactive rather than passive. To a certain extent, the solution to our problems is found within ourselves, not from other people, the government, or our parents. Man is not the creature of circumstances, but circumstances are the creature of man. We are not the victims of our circumstances, but the architects of it. Our decisions, not the environment, shapes our destiny. Life is a series of decisions we make, and depending on our choices, we will live the consequences, i.e., we reap what we sow. Events in life have no meaning until we attach meaning onto it. Engage in activities that can train us to give the correct meaning to facts in life, for example, prayer and reading God's words. Next is to make smarter goals. Begin with the end in mind and dream in high definition. People without a vision perish. Fail to plan equals plan to fail. A SMART goal is a specific goal which is measurable, and actions to achieve the goal must be specified. There must be reasons behind the goals. A timeline must be specified. The process of achieving the goal should be enjoyable, and resources to achieve the goal must be prepared. Goals channel our vitality into a focused beam of energy that helps us strike down target after target. Read effectively. Pay attention and avoid distractions. Read not word by word, but idea by idea. Read only what you need, not want. Prioritize needs and allocate efforts accordingly. Scan through text quickly when necessary, and read thoroughly when necessary. When scanning, read with eyes only and avoid silent pronunciation and laryngeal movements to improve speed. Improving one's vocabulary and grammar also helps improve reading speed and understanding. Section text according to ideas and simplify each idea with one's own words. There are many different note-taking methods such as outline, Cornell, diagrams, flowcharts, mind mapping, etc. Increasing stimulation helps improve memory, such as by using colors, sounds, touch, smell, and taste. Quality over quantity. Avoid multitasking. Study less but with increased intensity. Instead of spending a lot of time doing low-intensity work with numerous distractions, work for shorter periods at high intensity without distractions. However, do vary your study material wisely rather than focusing in persistently on only one area of study to avoid concentration risk. Read objectively. Understand the limits of science. Science can only provide the best truth at a particular time. When hypothesis remains unchallenged over a long time, it becomes a theory and finally a law. Scientific theories are provisional truths that can change with the emergence of new evidence. Keep up to date and explore the arguments for opposing ideas. Be aware of the criteria of truth that one is using. Truth is defined as the quality of being true, genuine, actual, or factual. There are many different criteria for truth. For example, coherence. A is true if A consistently reconciles all pertinent facts cohesively. Limitations. Inability to acquire all facts of an experience. Correspondence. A is true if claims about A corresponds to it. Limitations. Although a valid definition of truth, it is inadequate as a valid criterion of truth. Additional tests are necessary. Pragmatic. A is true if it works and can be applied. Limitations. False positives can occur. Mere consistency states that A is true if correct statements about A do not contradict. Limitations. It considers facts individually without integration. Strict consistency states that A is true if correct statements about A arranged in order do not contradict. Limitations. Premises are a priori. Facts lack integration. Other criteria of truth includes naive realism, time, tradition, custom, authority, consensus gentium, revelation, intuition, instinct, and emotions. Regularly test one's understanding on study topics. Use active recall rather than reading and rereading textbooks. After reading a text, close the book and recite everything you can remember up to that point to practice long-term memory. Answer past year exam questions and study model answers. Create your own quizzes and answer them. Assimilate and express knowledge by teaching others. Ask questions to the teacher if you do not understand something. Make studying a habit. Before the class, preview study material, then attend the class, and after the class, review the study material and check your understanding and repeat the cycle. Have a designated study area and allotted study time in one's schedule. Ideally, a quiet, well-lit location and in a low-traffic area with ergonomic furniture. Find a spot that works for you. Study in short bursts with interspersed breaks and walks. For example, study for 30 minutes and take a break for 15 minutes and repeat the cycle. Music and caffeine may help. Practice, practice, practice. Time management. Use a planner. Enter homework, projects, tests, and assignments as soon as they are assigned. Make a study schedule and plan. Look at your planner and think about what needs to be accomplished. Think about the types of questions that will be on the test and the topics that will be covered to know what to focus on. Set specific goals for each study sessions. Divide tasks into 4 categories: important and urgent, important but not urgent, urgent but not important and not urgent, and put first things first. Plan for the exam day. Get everything ready well in advance. Check exam rules, requirements and tested topics. Plan your route and journey time to the exam venue. Be punctual. Aim to achieve holistic health, which produces resilience, balance, and joy. For one's career, work at the convergence point of your talents, passion, and mission. Be financially healthy, pay off and avoid debt, live on less than you make, live on a written budget, save an emergency fund, invest regularly, build wealth and give generously. Be spiritually healthy. Faith does not make things easy, it makes them possible. Be physically healthy. For example, by practicing a nutritious diet, have adequate physical exercise, have optimized prevention and treatment of diseases, avoid prolonged sitting, have optimized ergonomics for work, and have improved quality of sleep. Be healthy intellectually. For example, by stimulating the mind using reading, writing, creating, problem solving, etc. Be healthy socially. High quality relationships produces long-term happiness. The COVID-19 pandemic plus the human disconnection pandemic predisposes to mental illnesses. Evil company corrupts good habits. We are the average of the 5 people we spend our most time with, so choose wisely. Think win-win. For example, by group studying to divide and conquer. Be healthy emotionally. Choose healthy entertainment, which has several characteristics such as not being tiring, involves active participation, develops good character and personality, and not costly. Adopt healthy rather than unhealthy ways to manage stress. Optimized levels of suffering produces growth. However, when suffering is overwhelming, this can stunt growth. When we face crisis, we need to move through different stages such as shock and denial, frustration and anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, and finally finding meaning and motivation. Reduce our worries and complaints and increase our gratitude. The mind immersed in a perpetual downward spiral of worries, anxieties, and stress loses its ability to solve problems. Listing down our worries helps us identify them and the things that really matters to help us prioritize and organize our tasks. Seek counseling early rather than late. Employ mature coping strategies such as sublimation, expressing unacceptable internal impulses in socially acceptable ways, humor, finding aspects of an unpleasant experience funny or ironic, in order to manage the experience without the associated painful emotions. Altruism, attending to the needs of others above one's own needs. And compensation, develop abilities in one area in response to a deficit in another. Avoid maladaptive coping mechanisms such as denial, repression, regression, isolation of affect, projection, displacement, acting out, reaction formation, and others. Create written goals for each aspect at set time intervals and check if the goals are met. Don't mix up efforts and results. What's not worth doing well is worth not doing well. Thank you.